Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. We are back once again in my Nissan 370Z, and yeah, today we're gonna do kind of like a video that I've... Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. We are back once again in my 2016 Nissan 370Z Sport Tech, and yeah, I think today we're going to do a video of just kind of like a mileage update, because I know that I shot a video when I was around 30,000 miles, and it has been quite a while. So currently, my miles are 44,334 miles. So if you go down here, you can see my miles right there, 44,334. And I just topped off with gas, so we're full on gas there. Everything else, if you haven't seen a 370Z before, this is like a quick view of what it looks like. Got the oil temp right there, battery voltage and clock, RPM, tachometer and all that. So, but basically I wanted to make this video as kind of like an update on things that I've been doing with the car, you know, like maintenance wise and those kind of things that have gotten me to this mileage safely and efficiently. So being at 44,000 miles, it wasn't really necessary to do the transmission fluid and the differential fluid, but I decided to do it anyways because I have read in some forums that it was recommended to do it a little bit earlier. Nissan in the manual, it does not show that you have to service the transmission fluid. It says lifetime fluid, which, as us car guys all know, it's not actually lifetime, and it does need to be changed at some point. Now for me personally, this vehicle is a 2016 and it's never been changed, so I wanted to do it earlier than 60,000 miles and preferably before 50,000 miles. So I went ahead and went in there at about 43,000 miles and I got my transmission fluid and differential fluid changed, because it, like I said, based off things I've seen in the forums, it's better to get those done on this vehicle sooner than later. So I went ahead and got those done. Besides those services, which did cost quite a bit of money, it was over $500. I did go to the Nissan dealership. That's just where I prefer to go. I know that they charge quite a bit more than other places might, but I wanted to get it on record with the dealership, just in the off chance that if something were to happen, say my transmission has issues after they did a transmission fluid change, then Nissan, the company, would aid with the replacement or repair of that, rather than some other third party. So that's just the reason that I did that. But other than the transmission fluid and the differential fluid, I really haven't had to do anything else. As far as fluid changes go, I just do my normal oil changes. I haven't gotten a coolant flush yet. I have read that it's recommended to do that, but I have not gone and done that yet. It's probably going to be a good idea to do that sometime before 50 or 60,000 miles, especially because this is a 2016. But let me know in the comments down below if you have a 370Z, like, did you have to do your coolant flush, or when did you do it? Because me personally, I don't know much about coolant flushes. I don't really know when they should be done. I'm just going off of whatever I read online. But as far as the exterior goes, I did have to get a new tire, but luckily I had the warranty, the certificate as they call it, from Discount Tire, so I was able to get that tire replaced, and I didn't have to spend too much more. I only spent about $50 versus the tire cost itself, which is about just over $300 a tire. So I spent $50 to put the warranty back onto the new tire, so that way that one is protected now. But basically I had a nail that was on the inner side, so towards the middle of the vehicle, and there was a nail in the tire, and every time it would get cold, all the tires would drop down, but this one tire and the driver rear would drop down about 10 pounds more than the others. So it was kind of a concern of mine, and I was thinking maybe it was like a defective tire or something, but it turns out there was a nail, I just couldn't see it. But basically that's the only thing I've done on the exterior. You know, and I keep up with the exterior, so I'm always washing the car, I'm always caring for it whenever I can, trying to avoid rock chips as much as I can, but the state that I'm in right now, Kansas, it's just full of semi trucks and dump trucks, and it's bad. It's just, for a sports car owner, it's like very nerve-wracking, especially because I don't have any kind of PPF on this vehicle at all. So this is all factory paint, and I've got chips in random places, and it does annoy me, you know, but it doesn't affect the drivability of the car. So I'm not too hurt about it. But yeah, like I said, as far as maintenance goes and everything like that, it's just been consistently, for me personally, I change my oil every 4,500 miles. I don't want to wait until 5,000 miles. And currently I have a sticker right up here which shows 48,000 miles, so I'll do it about 500 miles prior to that. That's just how I like to do it. Also, if you guys are wondering what kind of oil I use, I didn't have a good experience with this other brand that I was using at first. I don't recall the name of it at this time, but I switched to Castrol Edge Advanced Synthetic Oil 5W30, and that's what I use on this vehicle, and I haven't really had any issues with temperatures at all. I know that some oils on this vehicle, they do create higher oil temps, so that's just the brand that I have chosen to go with. It just works for me. But like I said, overall the vehicle has been in great condition. I have been maintaining it as best as I can, even though it does, you know, cost more money than I'd like to do that. But all in all, it's a great vehicle, and I'm looking forward to spending quite a bit more time with it. I'm trying to cut down on my mileage too, so I'm trying to limit long distance trips and things like that, because to me 44,000 miles is quite a lot, because I only got this vehicle about a year and a half ago, and when I got it, it was at 15,000 miles. So I put a lot more miles on it than I would like, so I'm trying to cut down now to try to extend the life of it a little bit. I know it won't help by much, but maybe like an extra 6 months, another year, you know, just little things here and there, just cutting mileage out of my commute, trying to be more efficient with the routes I choose, you know, stuff like that. Also, another thing really quickly here, something that you should keep in mind if you own a 370Z is not getting on the throttle, like smashing the throttle before the oil temp reaches about 180 degrees. I know that when it gets super cold outside, you may only get to 170, 175, and from what I've heard, that's fine. There was one time where I floored it when it was at 160, but that was a situation where I had to. That was on the highway, merging or something like that. I don't recall exactly the details of it, but I don't recommend doing that. You know, I know that 160 might be okay, but for me personally, I'm trying to make this car last. So highly recommend that if you want to buy a 370Z, just know that as long as you take care of it, you know, it's going to take care of you, as they all say for almost every other car. But from what I've read, these engines are very reliable, and they should last quite a while. So that's what I'm looking forward to, you know, keeping this car for a very long time. I honestly don't see myself getting rid of it, but you never know what the future holds, so we'll just have to wait and see. But overall, that's kind of like my update for 44,000 miles. Hopefully you guys liked it, you got something out of it. Basically, like I said, it's just that tire and then fluid changes and consistency with that, and that's pretty much it. I mean, everything else has been pretty good. But with all that being said, I want to thank you for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next video.